Nice to see him back in the winners list.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. His record speaks for himself. He's a pretty nice horse, and since he's arrived, things haven't planned out as we wanted to. There's been a couple of little small issues, as you mentioned. So hopefully he's on the right track to go around in them country cups coming around the Christmas time.
I was speaking before the race and how often we see these horses from Tasmania that come across, and sometimes they get under the people's guards, but they notch up a very good country front over in Tasmania without doing metropolitan penalties, and then they come across to the mainland and they're quite dominant for quite a while.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know, because they don't race very hard as a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, because they race over miles, and the old fellas over there just look after them and nurture them a bit, and when they get to that open grade, they haven't had that harder racing, and when they come here, you can knuckle them down and there's a fair bit of improvement in them. So it's a great place to get horses, and they come over here and do a good job. Yeah,
they've had a great record for many decades, and nice to see him. Anyway, you'll just keep pressing on for now, and as you mentioned, head towards the Country Cups a bit later on in the year.
Yeah, 100%. He probably won't race for a fortnight now, and find a suitable race for him again, and just keep ticketing him along, keeping him happy for the Country Cups.
Nice addition to the Brent Lilly stable, nice addition to your driving ranks. He's come across from New Zealand with a pretty good, strong credentials and got the job done tonight.
Yeah, he was really good. He, raced in all the good races in New Zealand, and then been purchased by Brent and his clients, and he's done a good job and was really strong tonight.
He was. Did he go a little bit awkward early?
Oh, it's just the way he is, I think. Brent said that he's not the smoothest trotter, but he doesn't seem to want to break, so he was all good, yep.
And he was pretty strong all the way through for you?
Yeah, he seemed to just wait for him a little bit, but I'm sure that's just probably because he hasn't had a run for a little while. But Brent said, on his work at home, he feels like a nice horse.
And just looking at him, obviously there's still probably more improvement to come.
Yeah, you would think so. So he's still got, the Derby next weekend, and then hopefully onto the Breeders' Crown. So he should just keep getting better.
Getting back to her best, because in recent times she's been showing good signs that she's working her way back. She went through a bit of a flat patch there for a while, didn't she, Aaron, where she just probably wasn't going as good as what we knew she was capable of, but everything seems to be back on track now.
Yeah, she probably just had a patch there where she just seen a few things didn't go right, and then probably rushing her back for size and, Breeders' Crown and things like that she wasn't good. But she's had a good campaign. Like last time in, I think she started to get back to her best, and then she just hurt her ankle a bit and had to give her a bit of a breather again. But she's gone good tonight.
Yeah, and look, she probably went through a little patch here where she just probably wasn't digging deep in that last 50 metres, but she seems to be digging real deep at the moment.
Yeah, I sort of sat on her a bit and just tried to get her, and just actually I wouldn't have said couldn't have told you I'd won the race. It was a wall of horses, but she just knuckled down good at the finish and kept running to the line. She's
been a high quality mare, hasn't she, right throughout her age group? I mean, she's gone through the whole age group series where she's been up in that top echelon and been close on a number of occasions.
Yeah, she has. We probably run second in the size, where a bit unlucky not to win the 3-year-old size, and then probably in the 4-year-old size I might have just not quite drove her perfectly enough. But it's good to have a nice horse like her. She's got a few quirks to her, stick the boots in a bit, and she still does. But anyway, it was still good to get the win.
A great finish. Valorine put up a very good effort last start at Geelong, when not far behind Jillaby Macarena, a better draw tonight, which allowed David to work to the front. He was took a trail last time, led tonight, and that was the right move, Dave, able to control the race, and to the horse's credit, she fought on really strong.
She did. I thought Kate had me most of the way up the straight. I didn't actually know I'd won until I got back here, so it was very tight, but she, she fought it out well. Pretty proud of this, we didn't pay a lot of money. We bought her as a second stringer, Sandra Veet, who is the main owner, and the rest of us lease her off her, but we went to the sales to buy one, and she was under budget, so we talked her into buying this one as well. So, and Yeah, so pretty proud because I said to him, I want to dodge a lot of the other better stuff and aim mainly for this. So it's to set a race, to aim for a race and pull it off. It's a good feeling.
Well, it's a $50,000 race, $25,000 to the winner. So the Australian Pacing Gold, this is a Melbourne Autumn Sale final, which certainly gives, as you mentioned, maybe the not so much the A-grade type horses, but the ones below it, an opportunity to earn some very good money.
She's A grade to us, Rob, tonight. I mean the sale concept. It's a really good concept. You know, when you don't have a big budget or the wealthy owners, you can go there. You can sort of pick one out on type and all that. And you know, she was $5,500. I remember when my brother was doing the bidding, and we said we'd go to 5, and he was at 5, and he was pulling the pin on it. And I looked at him and I said, "Do you want the thing or not? Go another half." So I'm glad we went another half today, Johnny. Yeah.
Well done to Michael Cole and everyone involved. He's done a fantastic job. Michael's team's absolutely flying, and great tough win by this horse.
It was, yeah. He's one of those horses who never gives up. I've watched a lot of his races, and he just keeps whacking away. And this suited him tonight. He was able to lead and get a pretty good run in front, and he's pretty hard to catch.
Yeah, he was, and he just kept a pretty even, solid tempo throughout, and you could just see he was thriving on it.
Thank you. Yeah, he was. That's right. He just sort of looking around in front to keep his mind on the job. Michael said to just keep him, tap him along and let him know you're there. He's a little bit lazy. He'll only do what you make him, and he's right. He just kept his mind on the job, and yeah, they get close to him, but they can't get past him.
Ticking over, lovely, this girl.
Yeah, Robbie, she is. Yeah, that was a little bit easy, I suppose, but in a good way. They sort of had it all their own way in front, but she still went pretty good time and bowled along there quite comfortably. And she heard the horse pull out in the bend, and she was off.
Yeah, she's all class, and yeah, I don't know. You got a good feel about this girl going forward because she's given all the indications that she's well above just Mare's company.
Yeah, that's true. Her form in New Zealand sort of showed that she mixed it with all the better ones, Lazarus and all that over there. So you'd be happy to not be scared to run her in against the boys maybe into Dominion time. Hopefully she's still going as well around then. And I think there's a Mares graduate Breeders' Crown in 2 weeks, I think. So next to AIM, and then after that I'm not quite sure. Sort of got to work it out before the into this whether she needs just a little bit of a let up or not. But yeah, she's coming along well. She's a lovely individual, and yeah, she's done everything we could ask of her.
No, you can't ask for any more. I was going to ask you if you'd had a time since last week to have a bit of a think about your plans, but really it's just Breeders' Crown and then work it out from there.
Pretty well, yeah. There's sort of not a lot of other races other than open ones, so we'll just play it by ear and potter along and take them as they come.
Jodie be pretty pleased with the performance of this horse. She's only just taken over the training of the horse, and certainly came down with some pretty impressive form. And you're in a hiding to nothing, really, when you get these type of horses. And coming out of claimers up in New South Wales, and you probably think, wow, what am I getting here? And how's the horse going to measure up? Well, it's measured up super well in both starts.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. One of my owners, Shane Costello, claimed to me he used to own Old Vertical Horizon, so he's been a client of mine for a very long time, and he picks one here and there. He had Astronaut and a couple of different ones, so he rang up and he said, "Do you want another one?" I said, "Not really." And he said, "Oh, one's on the truck on its way down." He said, "I just claimed it." So he said, "I'm sending it down for the claiming races, and I think he can pick up a Metro." So he's a pretty astute judge. He clocks them all, and he's got it right again.
Yeah, well, he's done a really good job. Terrific run at Bendigo. Tonight travelled nicely on the bit. You seem to be travelling strong. You're on the back of the right horse, and when you let down, as we saw at Bendigo, he really sprinted fast.
Yeah, look, when he come, he was in great form, and I just felt sort of since he seems to be very well in himself, and I think that he continued to improve, and his run at Bendigo was really good, and he had trained on since, so really happy with his run.
I feel like this horse has been robbed a little bit of Group 1 glory, mainly because she's had a few attempts, and yeah, the things haven't gone right. Or even last time in the Vicbred final, Anne-Marie drove the drive of her life, and unfortunately just didn't let down when it really counted the most. But she ran well, and nice to see her bounce back with what we know she's capable of.
Yeah, it was, Robbie. Thanks. We know we all wanted her to win. Well, I did. The sires, but we did everything we could on the night, and all I could take from that was she only got beaten a metre or something, but she wasn't good enough to win it. So it is nice to win tonight.
It is. Look, she's been an amazing mare. I mean, 4-year-old mare, and I know you've been one to really look after your horses and give them plenty of time to mature. But this girl here, she's been a bit of a push-button one as far as getting up and going as a younger horse, and you normally get them racing. And even though she's been a bit of a handful at different stages, she's always showed to have above-average ability, and her record speaks for that. She's had 35 starts for now 11 wins and 15 placings. So 26 of her 35 starts in the top three. She's won over 100,000. It really is a testament to her ability.
It is, Robbie, and it's a little bit bittersweet because Dad got her going and then handed her over to me, and all I ever did was put a Murphy blind on her and pretty much take her to the races. So she was Dad's horse, and Dad always jogged her up and did most of the jog work with her. So now I have to do that. So, you know, it's good to be winning and to be carrying on what Dad started.
Got in the right spot really behind Soho Burning Love, and always seemed to be travelling really strong.
Yeah, Rob. Probably learnt from a mistake a couple of starts ago in the semi-final when she burned across to the front and got a bit tired. So when she didn't cross the one after the first 50, I thought it was better to grab hold. And then when I saw Burning Love coming across, I thought 1-1 would be great. And top of the straight, she was travelling really good. And to her credit, the one come to her outside come quickly, but she... once she got to it, she fought on really good. Yeah,
she knuckled down really well, and it's been a lovely filly. She's that was her 4th win from 15 starts, 5 placings. So we're looking at 9 from 15 so far in the top 3. So she's coming along really well.
Yeah, no, she's been a really nice filly. Pete's entrusted Mark and Courtney with some really nice horses, and lets me drive them, and I'm grateful for what I get. And the team, they do a really good job with them, and you always know you're in with a chance when you're driving theirs.
She travelled well in the run, Rocket, and the leader started to pull, and the other favourite galloped. So you're in the right spot, and when she let down, she sprinted real fast.
Yeah, she did, Rob. She had the good manners, and it paid off.
Yeah, no, she's a lovely horse. Nice for you to get a drive on the Galeno stable runner.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Nathan was in. He's gone to Adelaide tonight, so yeah, I jumped aboard. So it was really good.
Vincent shoots clear now. Is this a star on the rise? Vincent brains them. Vincent by 15. How big was that, Vincent? That was outstanding.
Heaven Rocks Titan better. It's an all-star show in the Auckland Cup, and Vincent too good.